I'm making this video because I've become addicted. And the first step in the process is admitting the fact that you have an addiction. What am I addicted to? You might be wondering. I'm addicted to trying to make music. So, I mean, it's only been going on a short amount of time, but I'll say to myself, hey, I'm gonna sit down on my computer and we'll give it like an hour to work on a tune. And then I'll look at the clock and it'll be like 3 hours later. And I'm like, oh God, that's not good. I need to get like videos done and emails and stuff. And then I'll keep working on it despite that. But it's fun. And I'm saying this because I want you, okay, just like the personal training thing, how I said, you guys gotta hold me to it, which I'm still doing it, so I've been sticking to it. I want the music thing, I want you to hold me to that as well. Now me sticking to it doesn't necessarily mean me releasing a bunch of stuff soon. It just means me honing my craft, refining my skills. But I don't know, like this past weekend I was watching Ultra, which is the electronic music festival that was in Miami. I was watching a live stream on Twitch and I was like, man, that'd be so cool to do that, to be up on the stage and having like a set going on there. Now there's obviously a difference between the DJing aspect of things and the actual music production. And I know you can technically go and you can do DJ stuff without producing yourself, but I've always felt like, hey, if I was ever gonna do a show, I need to have at least gotten to the point where I'm releasing music of my own so that I can integrate that into the show that I would do there. It's more of like a moral thing for me that I wouldn't feel comfortable going up and just playing other people's stuff. I would have to have some of my own stuff involved in that. Now, how does this affect you though? Because obviously I can talk about this and that and how I want to make music all day, but without anything to actually share, it doesn't really impact you. So here's the thing, right? Down the road, if it gets to the point where I actually have music that I'm comfortable enough to release in any official capacity, I'll probably have to make a new YouTube channel, right? It would be weird with all the gameplay stuff and the vlog stuff just to suddenly throw in a random song here and there. Now you could argue, yeah, well, Jordan, you obviously have the Minecraft music videos and those are the biggest thing on your channel, but that's, you know, it's a music video. It's not just a song on its own, right, with no context. So I'm thinking I'll probably have to make a channel just for music stuff, right? Because then there's also the, God forbid it was actually good. I mean, crazy thought. I don't know if it will be, but hopefully, fingers crossed. And it became something that was popular. It would be very weird for it to also just, for it to live on this channel. And random people who are like, oh, I like this music, they'd then be like, who, what? Why is there Minecraft videos and stuff on the same channel as the music? That doesn't make any sense. Why is he CaptainSparklez? I don't get it. So, you know, that's my thought there. But at the same time, right, I'm thinking, okay, so say I make eventually down the road, again, this is nothing immediate, a new channel that's for music. Why just have it be my own music? Because I'm not gonna have enough music myself to be able to sustain regular uploads on a channel. So it's like, well, why not almost do like a community thing, not like a label, right? Not exactly like a Monster Cat or something like that, but just where, yeah, something simple with no ownership on my end involved. It's like, hey, if you just want to give us, if you have a song that you just want to give permission for me to upload onto this channel, then cool, then great. Then there are people who are like already watch that channel because I upload my music to it. Hopefully there are people who watch it. I mean, we'll see. And then it's a place where people who are probably much better than me can also put a song up if they wanted to. So that was just a thought of mine, and I'm curious to see what you would think of that. So it's not so much a label, because a label implies that there's like ownership, right? Like when you're with Monster Cat owns the music that you release under them. This would be like, you still own the music, you can upload it here if you want to, which is cool, right? So I don't know, that was just a thought of mine, right? And then that person who gives the song, like I link all their social media and all that stuff in the description so that if people like the music, they can go find more from that person. And then of course, the most important part of it all is that any music that I would upload there, like you guys can use in your videos. Because that is one thing, oh man, because there's so many things They're just like really messed up about the music industry. But I think if I could do just in my little corner over here something good, that would be really cool. And that any music, I should say, like any music that I end up making, anyone's free to use in their videos. The only thing that's not cool is if people just straight up upload the song as its own, right? So there's a difference between a substitution for the original and something that's using the original work creatively, or the project's merit is not dependent upon the song that's incorporated into it, and it's just providing free promotion for that person's song. There are like coyotes howling outside now. It's weird. It's weird being in like urban LA. And then I don't know if I ever said this in a video, but it was a few months back, I almost hit a deer on the road to my house. I was like, we're in LA. There's wilderness here? Huh. Kind of forget about that sometimes. Anyway, I digress. In the future though, assuming that I do release music, like as long as you buy the song on iTunes and you credit the thing, like go ahead and use it in your videos. Why not? It's a mutually beneficial thing that it's so weird that the music industry doesn't fully recognize yet, which is that as long as something is not a substitute and that someone doesn't just re-upload, like if someone goes and uses 15, 30 seconds, a minute of a song of mine in their video, then that just makes more people aware of my song. And then they have credit in the description. If the person wants the track, they just go check it out that way. Like, I don't know. That's a win-win situation in my book. So anyway, though, like that's how that channel would operate. Anyone who gives their music would also have to be cool with the fact that people on YouTube, they'd be cool to use it in their videos in any creative project that they may want to use the song on. So I thought that would, I don't know, I was playing around with the idea in my head. I thought it could be something cool, but I'd be interested to see what you would have to think of that. I don't know. Anyway, though, let's keep the expectations realistic here. Don't expect anything too soon because I literally only have like one song that's kinda done. But I say kinda done because what I'm doing is I'm gonna keep doing new stuff and trying to learn more and more. And then once I've gotten to a point where I know a lot more, then I'll go back to some of the first stuff that I put together and try to sort of update it and revamp it and use the new knowledge I've got, knowledge from books, that I read a book a day, watch a video, a tutorial a day on FL Studio, but use the new knowledge in order to make the older stuff better. So that's the approach that I'm taking. And eventually I'll get to a point where I think it's worth releasing. I hope. We'll see. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I may have something that people would be like, oh, that's great. And I'll still think, not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. And I'm probably still going to be saying that even when I do release something. But part of the reason why I make this is so that eventually I'm like, I said I was going to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. So it's to force me to get over that perfectionism. Perfectionism? That's a word. I think it is. And be like, no, but I said I had to release it, so I guess I'll just do it. It'll be like pulling teeth. Oh man, I don't look forward to that dilemma. Whether or not to release something. Anyway, though, I wanted to make this because I'm excited about the prospects of doing music-related stuff, and I was curious to get your impression of doing not only a music channel just for my music, but more of a community hub that happens to host my music as well as other people's, you know, like a label, but without where everyone still owns their own stuff. Because I think that's, I don't know, I like to do something good, again, that's hopefully just helpful to people, and just helps people who make good stuff, you know, get people watching it. That's all, or listening to it. I'm so used to saying watching because everything I do is video for the most part, but this is just audio, so different words. Anyway, though, I'm gonna wind things down, I think, for now. No previews yet. I gave you that preview in that other vlog that I did a little while ago. Maybe I'll give another preview at some point. Oh God, my face is washed out, exposure. Maybe I'll give you another preview at some point in the future. I don't know, but today is not that day. I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I want to give people good expectations when I do finally post something instead of them being like, oh, that's terrible. Ew, I'm not interested in seeing what he has to do in the future. So, you know, anyway, I'll see you later.